Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
It's 11:30 on a Wednesday morning. Donnie and Dolly on Check TV. Now time for DTMZ, brought to you by the world-famous Whistler Golf Club. Go see Big Al out there. Great track, great track.
He's got some energy going there.
Are you guys kidding me?
I got Moj on.
Oh, well, he brings me down, not up.
Wow. Well, we'll see what he has to say about that. DTMZ brought to you by the Arnold Palmer Design Whistler Golf Club. Purchase any of their 10 multi-round packs by March 1. Receive 2 free rounds. For more info or to purchase online, visit whistlergolf.com/rates. Moj is working for Czech, working for Donnie and Dolly. He's our Donnie and Dolly Super Bowl correspondent down in New Orleans. His work is available on our YouTube channel and our podcast channel. And he joins us now from Louisiana, Crawfish in hand. Bob Marjanovich, Moj. How are you?
Mr. Henderson. So the folks from NOLA here, they got a little table and they're handing out food every day. Henderson, do you think Henderson would try one of these?
Goodness.
I'm
no, thank you.
Little crawfish. You know what? I've had crawfish before, like in addition stuff. It's the first time I tried to peel one. The return on investment is not good.
There you go. We were just talking about that. Yeah.
Way too much work for it's tasty, but it's basically you're getting half the meat of a prawn, and you're doing twice as much work.
Yeah, I was going to say it's lobster-esque, prawn-esque. Hey, how many years?
See, Taylor knows. He's had crawfish before, right? That's good. I like that.
Maybe once. I'm not really sure. Hey, how many years in a row have you asked Travis Kelce about his relationship with Zach Caleros? I'm counting. I think, what is it, 5 or 6?
Yes, twice, back to back. Only last year that we started to do this because Nick Kowalski, our videographer, who is outstanding,
does a good job.
Way,
yeah.
He kind of, we're trying to look for a little bit of a Canadian angle. I mean, with DeAndre Hopkins, he was Gary Peters' roommate at Clemson, so there was a little fun there. With Pat Mahomes, teammates with Pete Robertson. Interesting, man. He said Pete Robertson was a mentor to him when he was at Texas Tech. So, we just try to add a little Canadian flavor, but the social media aspect of it, that's what Nick's job is. And that little Kelce hits over, I think, $75,000 or something in terms of visuals. So I don't know. Nick's in charge of that. But anyway, I just do what I'm told.
But you know what, Moj? Whenever you ask those, in all seriousness, whenever you ask those players, big names like Mahomes, like Kelce, whenever you ask them about the CFL or about Canada, because they're getting all sorts of, questions about the game, and they're tired of it, their eyes light up. They love it. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, I totally agree with it. And, you always try to find a different angle because especially, opening night, especially if it's a team that's for the first time, it's going through the Super Bowl experience, they're all giddy. I've seen this. We don't go to the team sessions later on in the week because it's become such a zoo, like the Wednesdays, Thursday sessions that they have with the teams. By that point, they're done. They don't even want to see you anymore because they've answered every question 900 million times. And, when you get to media night, that opening night, you always try to find a different angle. And when you do, they get excited because it's something different that they haven't been asked the entire time. And a lot of times when you're talking about someone else, in this instance, Zach Caleros, or whether it was Gary Peters, or, Pete Robertson or Mike Howey, those guys light up because those are their guys. They're their teammates, right? And they have good memories about them, and they love talking about them.
Hey, Moj, many years ago, you probably had a lot of Canadian-based media down at the Super Bowl. Is it down, way down?
No, not really. I mean, TSN, we have a little Canadian international section that we're at. So TSN has some folks down here. I've seen Arash Madani from Sportsnet, Naylor, Farhan, David Sanchez was by here yesterday. The Bar Down people are right next to us. And there's a company out of Montreal called Sick Podcast, and they've got a table here, and they have – it's like a podcast network, and they have people from all over North America, actually. So, they'll have people in New York that do a podcast on the Rangers or whatever, right? So they've got a table set up here, but that's about it. But I'll tell you one thing, tons of Mexican TV and radio. Before there used to be a couple of Aztec and whatever, but man, I'm looking around now. And they've never mind just having tables. Now they've got huge sets. I'd probably say there might be close to 10 Mexican networks that are here as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and Moj, before we let you go, tell us what's on your show and maybe a prediction as well.
Yeah.
Hey, very quickly, I want to throw this in. I should have made a note over this. The security at this Super Bowl, the most I've ever seen at any Super Bowl, even including after 9/11. And I'll tell you what, guys, Bourbon Street on Saturday night, we came here, we walked down the street, no problem, right? You saw police presence.
Yeah.
Sunday night, when teams arrived, every side street off Bourbon Street probably had about 4 or 5 police cruisers that were parked. They had about 1 or 2. They had probably a police cruiser every 2 blocks with its lights on, just sitting there, lights on, police officers. They have a huge presence. Maybe 3 or 4 patrols on Bourbon Street. I've never seen a police presence like I have here, but at the same time, they're not intrusive. They're allowing everybody to have a good time. All right. As for guests, it's fluid. We have so many. We had Paige Sporanic. We've had Mike Florio. We've had Chris Sims, Brian Billick, JT the Brick.
That's not Brian Billick we're looking at right now, is it? No.
Who's that, Paige?
That's Paige.
Yeah.
She was a lot of fun, actually. We had a fun chat with her. So a lot, it's just going to continue. I mean, Joe Montana's scheduled to stop by tomorrow, so we'll get him on board. Nate Burleson, talk to his handlers. Hoping to get Nate. He's a good friend of ours. Of course, his dad played for the Stampeders, and of course, he's a former Seahawk. So, yeah, it's fluid, but I guarantee you one thing: Mike Whittingham is doing his best. Nick Kowalski's doing his best, and so am I. So, hopefully, everyone's enjoying it.
There's a large police presence there because they heard you were interviewing Paige Sporanic. That's the reason for it, Moj.
Yeah.
Okay, prediction. Go, quick.
Prediction, Kansas City Chiefs 27, Philadelphia Eagles 21.
Okay. Chiefs victory, and which would be their 3rd in a row. I'm trying to get the birthdays up here, and I'm having trouble. Rick, fill some time here for a second.
Need some crawfish?
Oh, I could have just taken that. I could have taken a bat to you there, Taylor, but I won't.
I know, and I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. February. Are you going to take part in this?
Yeah. You stay.
Yes.
February 5th, 7 birthdays. The people setting the line heard Moj was taking part, so the line is set at 3 by Hi-Fi Henrietta's Turntable Warehouse and Casino down there, Moj, in Texarkana, Texas. You ready? If you guys don't get this first one, the show is over, okay? 91-year-old former defenseman who played a total of 41 games for the old Western League Canucks during the 68-69 season. Don Cherry.
Yeah, keep sleeping. Keep sleeping, Moj.
91 years old, Moj, and the way he was treated at the end was awful. 40-year-old soccer superstar from Portugal, number 7.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
There you go. I'm giving that one to Moj. Guns N' Roses bass player.
Axl. No, Duff McKagan.
He's a big GNR fan. Former Braves and Brewers outfielder. Moj, come on. You're a baseball guy.
Braves and Brewers
outfielder, mostly Braves.
Hank Aaron.
From Alabama. 755 home runs. Nobody, of course, he went back to Milwaukee to finish his career with the Brewers. Former Cowboys quarterback out of Navy. 60. There you go. Actor who played Nigel Tufnell in This Is Spinal Tap. He's married to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, hold on.
Also,
Christopher Guest.
Moj hates Spinal Tap. I remember this. Former MLB player from Puerto Rico. Blue Jays second baseman when they won the World Series. Robbie Alomar.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't even get to the spitting incident. This has been great, Moj. Are you back tomorrow with us?
Yeah.
Yes, apparently I am. I'm being told I'm being told I am. So there we go.
You sound really excited about that.
I am. You know what? I'm doing birthdays again. I love it. Okay. Just tremendous.
Thanks, Moj. Outstanding.